Trevor Mallard.
Chairman, I want to speak to part one, and in particular the purpose clause of the bill. I want to start by saying I regret that the Prime Minister is yet to take a call in this debate. This is his vanity project. It's something that he's prepared to talk about all around the country, but he will not get on his hind feet and grace this Parliament with his views. Mr Speaker, I think it's a disgrace the way the Prime Minister treats this Parliament and the way that he is not prepared to take a view and to debate in this House the things that are being done for him, for his vanity project. And I note that the Honourable Nikki Kaye is now taking the chair, and I think that's progress, leaving it in the hands of the Brains Trust, who was there earlier, was somewhat of a mistake as far as the government is concerned. Mr Speaker, I do want to start this debate by asking the question again: why is it that the system that New Zealanders were trusted with by our national government to change the parliamentary election system is not good enough for this? We had the explanation from Maggie Barry that New Zealanders wouldn't understand it. Effectively, that New Zealanders are too thick to understand a yes-no vote and a set of options. No, she said it was too confusing. That's what the member said. She said it was too confusing and New Zealanders would not understand. Well, New Zealanders understood it and were asked to understand it by the Bolger government and did understand it when we shifted to MMP, but that minister says because, no, she didn't say it, but we know what she means, because if New Zealanders were allowed to have their say, they would say to the Prime Minister, get lost. They would say, get lost at the first vote if there was a yes-no vote. I think we're now at the point of about 85% of New Zealanders saying this process is a waste of money and they do not want to proceed with it. About 85% of New Zealanders disagree with the Prime Minister and members opposite as to whether or not this process should proceed. And I say to members opposite, it is just a disgrace that they are going on with this process against the wishes of the RSA during the commemorations of the First World War. We were told by Maggie Barry, amongst others, on a number of occasions, and she referred to visiting the graves on the Western Front in Europe. But, Mr Speaker, what she is doing is moving away from the purpose of this Act. What she is doing is saying that the provision for 2 postal referenda, when there need only be one, is something which, in my opinion, and in the opinion of vast numbers of New Zealanders, is totally unnecessary. Mr Chairman, the purpose clause might describe the bill quite well, but the purpose of the bill is wrong. First of all, there shouldn't be one referendum. There certainly shouldn't be a bill which proposes necessarily 2 referenda, whatever the people of New Zealand think. Mr Speaker, and there are a number of reasons for that, and they've been traversed a bit already. One of them is the expense. I mean, why should we have a process that spends $2,000 for every single individual who goes to a meeting? $2,000 each. Over $2,000 each for every single individual who attended a meeting that was set up by the National Party person. The one who, Mr. Chairman, the National Party person who is currently responsible for wrecking TV3. Currently responsible for wrecking TV3. That's. I'm trying to remember the woman's name.